A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring. With models up to 62 horsepower or room for 4. Go rugged, go big, go Gator.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
And welcome to the Georgia Southern Post-Game Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, Josh Aubrey, being joined as always by Matt Yogas, sports editor and Georgia Southern beat writer for the Statesboro Herald. And Matt, I guess the Eagles saved their best for last, or at least their most exciting game for last, a 22-16 victory here in the process, winning the Sun Belt Championship outright, all by themselves. They said they did not want to share this with Louisiana Lafayette, and they took care of business. Some big plays, some big people stepping up to make big plays in this ballgame.
Well, Josh, you and I believe both have said on our shows that Izzy UU might be the best third-string quarterback in the nation, and he sure showed it tonight. 5 carries, 81 yards. He came in with the first-string Kevin Ellison, the second-string Fabian Upshaw, both out with injury, on 4th and 5, and got a 22-yard run for a first down. Then he had to finish the game out, finished with 81 yards, led 2 touchdown drives. It's senior day. He's a fifth-year senior. What more can you say about the guy? What a storybook ending for him and this team to finish 8-0 in the Sun Belt.
And the defense stepping up when they had to. A huge play by Antoine Williams, a big sack. We had Deshante Gallen with a big play, getting a sack as well. The defense really stepped up when they had to, and for the most part, kept Louisiana Monroe in check.
The biggest play to me was at the very end of the ballgame, ULM driving down the field. They throw what looks like to be the go-ahead touchdown pass. Matt Dobson knocks it loose, continues the drive. Georgia Southern ends up getting the stop, or rather the time runs out on the game. But a huge play by Dobson, very similar this one to the way the Florida game ended. I guess, you know, that last year ended that way. This year does too. But Georgia Southern, they'll certainly take it. They were 16-point favorites in this game, so not the way Vegas thought it was going to end. But it sure was a lot of fun for the fans, and how about that celebration afterwards?
All right, well, let's get out and see some highlights of Georgia Southern's victory this evening here at Paulson Stadium over Louisiana Monroe. Senior night and the Sun Belt Conference title on the line. The Eagles not wanting to share the crown, so they'd need a victory Saturday against UL Monroe to do it. Opening drive, the Eagles move downfield. The pitch to Zach Walker for an Eagle first down. That drive stalled, though, and Alex Hanks able to give the Eagles a 3-0 lead with the 27-yard field goal. To the second quarter we go. Fabian Upshaw in at quarterback, and he reels off a nice 46-yard run here, setting the Eagles up in excellent field position. They'd end up going for it later on 4th and short, but would be denied as the Warhawks defense stiffens. ULM strikes moments later as Pete Thomas airs one out for Rashawn Caesar. The 63-yard score gave the Warhawks a 7-3 lead. The Eagles get within striking distance 2 more times before the half. Here, L.A. Ramsby off the Ellison pass, but they'd be stopped on a 4th down attempt, and Alex Hanks pushes this chip shot right. We go to the half with the Eagles trailing 7-3. Coach Willie Fritz looking for a second half spark, and he'd get it from quarterback Kevin Ellison, scrambling, cutting back, and then check out Ellison hurdling the defender. He'd end up with just over 100 yards rushing. Later, same drive, Ellison airs it out to Catrella Showers, 36 yards to the Warhawk 10. And from there, it's Ellison untouched into the end zone for the score. The extra point failed, 9-7 Georgia Southern. ULM quickly responds. Thomas going up top to Agilin Holly, the 36-yard score, 13-9 Warhawks. To the 4th, and the Eagles get another spark from the defense. This time, Antoine Williams simply blows up this screen pass. ULM will be forced to punt, and Deshante Gallen able to get a piece of this one. The Eagles in excellent field position. The drive stalls, though. 4th and 5. Kevin Ellison and Fabian Upshaw both out. Coach Fritz turns to senior Izzy Uyud, who delivers in the clutch as he takes off for 18 yards to the 16-yard line. Ellison tries to come back, but is injured again. Back comes Izzy, and here He finds the seam and gets down to the 1-yard line. From there, the give will go to Matt Breida for the touchdown. Again, the extra point failed. Eagles up 15-13. The defense feeding off the crowd. Southeast Bullocks' own Jamal Johnson coming up with the sack at the 5-yard line. Back on offense. And UU finding another seam. Splitting the defense here. He streaks down the sidelines 48 yards before finally being knocked out of bounds. He'd finished with 81 yards rushing, capping this drive as LA Rams be going in for the score. This time the extra point was good, 22-13 Eagles. Less than 3 minutes to play, needing 2 scores. The Warhawks with the 47-yard field goal to get within a score of the Eagles. Ahead we go, 2 minutes left in the game. ULM gets the ball back and quickly gets into Eagle territory on the deep pass from Thomas to Caesar. 9 seconds to go from the 19, and Matt Dobson with arguably the play of the game, the potential game-winning catch, jarred loose by a vicious hit by Dobson. The game comes down to this, 3 seconds left. Thomas back to pass, and this one falls incomplete, and let the celebration begin. The Eagles are undisputed Sunbelt champs, winning 22-15.
2013 has been a great year for all of us. Got a couple things ideas. Get out of my office.
Yes. Get into TC Outdoors and get out. Hunting season's here and TC Outdoors has everything you need. TC Outdoors, Northside Drive East in Statesboro, or tc-outdoors.com, your hunting and fishing headquarters.
And after the game, we had a chance to talk with Coach Fritz and some of the players and also get a little bit of the celebration here from Paulson Stadium.
We started this journey, and a lot of people doubted what we were talking about. A lot of people didn't believe, but everybody here tonight believed. And now, we are champions of the FBS! We would not be champions if it wasn't for our great players, our great fans, and the man I'm about to introduce, our great president, who's here! I'm so very proud of what this generation has come, what this football program has taken us. I'm so proud of what this team has done. We've proved all the naysayers. We are here to stay. We are here to stay for the rest of the time. It is my pleasure and privilege to present to Coach Willie Fritz and the Georgia Southern Eagles the 2014 Sun Belt Conference Championship Trophy.
Look at this, man. It feels great. It feels great. I couldn't have did it without my teammates. Couldn't have did it by everybody else. I couldn't have did it by myself. I just went in there and did what I was supposed to do. It was nothing spectacular. I just went in and did what I was supposed to do. It couldn't have been written any better, man. This was supposed to happen. I'm just appreciative of the opportunity. I just went in there and did what I was supposed to do, man. Couldn't have went out any better. Feels great. Feels great. To be able to celebrate it with Eagle Nation and my teammates, it feels awesome, man. And to be able to happen this way, it was awesome, man.
Nobody knew this would happen, but we believed, we have faith in ourselves with dedication, effort, and faith, and our teammates, we just showed it all tonight. We care for one another, we care for this community, and we care for Eagle Nation. And I saw something on the board that said, where else would you rather have gone to college? This is the only place I wanted to go. It was meant for me. This was meant to happen.
You know, it wasn't easy tonight. You know, our motto this week was leave no doubt, and there was a little bit of doubt during the ball game probably, but we didn't play a great game, I don't think, but the kids were very resilient. We played great in the fourth quarter, made the plays when we had to make the plays, and it was a total team victory. And just really proud of the seniors. I haven't said this the whole season, but, you know, we got a bunch of 1AA players with a 1AA coach. You know, there's not one guy on our team who's recruited by a Division I program, and this was the only Division I program that recruited me. You know, and to go out and go undefeated in a Division I league like we did, I think speaks volumes to these young men. And I also want to give credit to previous staff. Coach Monken and his staff did a great job. I've taken over a few programs, and there hasn't been that toughness and work ethic, and these guys certainly had that, and they've been a lot of fun to work with. So just very pleased and happy and appreciative of everybody involved in this journey to be undefeated Sun Belt Conference champions.
If the clothes make the man, the surf shop makes him better. Find the look that's all yours. With a wide selection of only the best brands for gentlemen, it can be a very bonding experience. The surf shop at your service.
Well, Matt, putting a bow on this season, I mean, who'd have thought Georgia Southern in their first year of FBS would not only win the Sun Belt Championship, which they were picked, refresh my memory.
They were picked to finish 8th, Josh.
And not only did they win the Sun Belt outright, but they go undefeated in the league. Yes, they didn't play Louisiana Lafayette, but we saw what App State did to them. So I'd say Georgia Southern's schedule was pretty tough.
Yeah, Georgia Southern beat Appalachian State by 3 touchdowns. If UL wanted to share the title with Georgia Southern, they should have beaten App State. You can't argue with it. They're 7-1. Georgia Southern's 8-0. Everybody had some hard-fought battles. You could argue that Appalachian State's playing better than anybody at the end of the year. And that really brings you to the main point, because Appalachian State's thrilled to be 6-6 right now. Great way to finish the season. Their fans are happy. And that's the kind of season we thought Georgia Southern was going to have. So to answer your initial question, nobody thought 9-3, 8-0. Are you kidding me? It's just, I mean, what else can you say?
And to have the crowd that they had here this evening really surprised and impressed me. 16,000 plus. They stormed the field, and I can only imagine this is going to be a stepping stone to bigger things for the Eagles.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, look at the games that happened this weekend. Colorado State goes down, Marshall goes down. Had Georgia Southern just a fumble here, a play there, they could be sitting at 10-2, 11-1 right now, and be in that conversation, maybe the favorite to go to a New Year's Day bowl game, and that's going to be the goal from here on out. They're Georgia Southern fans. They're going to expect Sun Belt championships to keep rolling in. That's the baseline. Beyond that, they want to be playing in a New Year's bowl game.
And how much does this help recruiting, which is right in the heart of the recruiting season right now?
When you can finish the season leading the nation in rushing, a lot of kids are going to want to play in an offense like that. You see the fans, the crowd you mentioned. I agree, a great crowd showed up for this game. You see that kind of thing, and you see the brotherhood. The players talk about the brotherhood here. All those things, they're real, and it gives you a good reason to want to play at Georgia Southern. I think recruiting is just going to keep getting better. We saw a huge tick up last year, and I expect that to just keep on rolling.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up for this season. Been a fun one here with Matt Yogas throughout the season. We thank you for joining us throughout the year. For Matt Yogas, I'm Josh Aubrey. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to stay tuned and tune in to us during basketball season as well.